Hello! In this video, we're going to introduce Mobile Engage push notifications. Mobile apps are becoming the most important channel to communicate with your customers. Driving engagement with Mobile Engage is very effective as you can send push messages to your mobile application subscribers across multiple platforms and devices. Push notifications are messages that pop up on smartphones. They look similar to text messages or mobile alerts, but can only reach subscribers who have installed your app and given explicit permission to get these notifications. The users don't have to be on the app or using their devices to receive them. When a user installs your app and gives permission to accept push messages, a push token is generated. The push token is used to deliver the push message to the device. The message you create in the Emarsys platform can be sent through an automation program or directly to the devices of users included in a segment. And now to our use case. Alejandro has been a loyal customer who loves coffee and our brand so much that he even has our app installed. However, he hasn't been using the app or visiting our coffee shops recently. So to get him back on the app and into our stores, we'll create a win-back interactions program to trigger a push message to inactive users like him whenever they get close to one of our stores with their mobile. First, I navigate to the Mobile Engage pages. The dashboard gives an overview of the performance of your campaigns, including the revenue impact of your push messages. Users' activity and deliverability results distributed by platform. You can manage your applications on the Apps tab. This is important for the first setup and debugging your API integration if that's needed. You can add specific custom data fields that you can use in your push messages. You can also archive apps by clicking on the archive icon. Please note that campaigns related to archived apps will stop working. Use the Show Only Active Apps to hide unused apps from the view. On the Geolocations tab, you can set geofences. Geofencing is a location-based service that allows a mobile application to trigger an event whenever the user enters or leaves a specific location. On this page, you can see details of all your registered locations listed by the app name, location name, radius, and the date when it was last changed. For our use case, I'm going to import a CSV file with the details of my stores. This can also be a text file. I select the app these locations belong to and click Upload. Once uploaded, whenever a user enters or exits any of the defined areas with their phone, a mobile event is triggered, for example, sending a push message or starting an interactions program. I have everything ready, so let's create the message. On the Push Messages tab, all the push notifications are listed. Here, you can manage your push messages, check their individual performance, and also create new ones. For iOS, you can use the Silent Push feature to change app badges without disturbing your users, delivering background updates to the app. When I click Create Push Message, first comes the Message settings. Here, I name my message, choose the application that I'd like to send it to, and set the recipient source. With the Apply Segment Criteria for Devices option, I can enable device-level filtering. In the drop-down, you can select a segment defining what type of devices you want to target, like only iOS or those in a specific time zone. You can use the same internal ID for several push messages, for example, if you've already sent a push message, but you'd like to update its content instead of sending a new message. Once everything is set, I can move to Content Creation. I add my message with an emoji, insert a personalization field, and an image. In case the name field has no value, I can add fallback text. You can make your push messages interactive with action buttons. Just open the Tap Actions tab, create actions, and add buttons. The content can be created in multiple languages. And if you have custom data fields, you can also give them values in this section or tab. You can manage platform-specific values for your message for the different platform settings. There is a live preview of an iOS and Android device here, and you can also check your personalized message on a contact level with the Contact Preview. Lastly, I just need to test the message I created. Everything seems okay. If you chose a segment as the recipient source in the message settings, you could schedule your push message, setting up the campaign sending rate at push throttling. Since I selected automation, I simply click Ready to Launch. Then I navigate to the Automation Overview page and find my program. As per our use case, on the Entry node, I select the Geofence event. On the Decision node, I specify which store my contacts should be nearby to enter this program. And on Mobile Engage Push Message node, I add my push campaign. After setting everything up, I can activate the program. Let's check the performance. For that, click the reporting icon on the campaign overview page. Once you select the time frame, you see the revenue impact, summary, and opens. Below, you see the same KPIs per day. Sent is the total number of push messages sent. Opens are the tabs on the message. And undelivered is the number of messages that could not be delivered. By clicking on Export, you download that data as a CSV file. And that's how Mobile Engage Push Message and Geofence work. I hope that you enjoyed this session, and thank you for your attention.